My name is Dummy, and recently I have started streaming Minecraft for some reason. Well, I have a mod pack installed which is quite unique, I would say. We got a lot of creative stuff, we got a lot of science fiction stuff, we got computer craft, we got portal stuff for some reason. Sadly no portal gun, but for that we got wormholes and we got immersive paintings. Then I started thinking, okay, I need a base to survive in. So I actually started planning out some stuff on stream. As you can see to my right, from your perspective, there's my little Twitch channel. Anyways, in order to actually have a very big base, which will be inspired from Aperture Science, from the Portal games, we need a very big facility, and a very big facility, of course, means a lot of powering. So I have been thinking, what could be the best way to power this thing? So first of all, I thought about, since we have create crafts and additions, we got those electric motor. So I've been thinking, alright, let's turn off those rotational power and alternate this to forge energy. And this forge energy could be, wherever we need it, be converted to rotational power again. Now, of course, there's still one point open, and that is, how are we getting the rotational power? And for that, I just looked down here and I just saw a bucket of seed oil. And I was like, oh, okay, that looks interesting. What can it do? Well, apparently, it can keep up a blaze burner for about 4 minutes. There's one bucket full of seed oil that keep it up for 4 minutes. So I've been thinking to myself, how do I make this bucket? Of course, it is with seeds, any kind of seeds. Now this got me thinking, oh, okay, that's quite OP. Surely this is like somewhat balanced, so like they gotta need a lot of seeds or something like that. Turns out I was wrong. Like one stack can produce energy for some reason. And here we got it. Now this massive thing right here is very hard to stop. As you can see, there is no oil left, no seeds. As this is still creating a stress capacity of 294,912 stress units at 64 RPM. And those SU1s and SU2 are just additional seed chests which are over here. But basically, how this thing works is, we have our seed input over here. This is gonna go into this item vault, which is very neatly hidden right here. And this item vault will be distributing seeds all over those hoppers right here. And those will go into these little basins. Those will be all pressed down into seed oil. Or may not notice that there is a bucket of seed oil right here. That is because apparently I have another mod installed which has plant oil from the diesel thing, and it can also take any seed and create this. So I actually have to make a bucket of seed oil first and then put this filter over here so it doesn't actually create any other byproducts which I do not want. So now all of the seed oil is gonna get pumped into those blaze burners for the straw, meaning they can use any liquid as fuel, considering this fuel is actually required for liquid burning. As you can see here, I'm still trying to pump away the seed oil over here to actually show you how this is gonna work out, but it's just not stopping. Like after 10 minutes or something, there's still some burners which will keep on burning for quite a while, and they're still all level 9 burners or something like that. Level 9 boilers, and those are level 5. So I'm just going to remove this for now and just show you what a single stack of seed is going to do. Let's grab a stack of wheat seeds right here. As you can see, it's gonna fill this up like that. If you have the new stack, it's gonna go all the way through here. Give it a little bit of its starting buff. Sooner or later, those level 4s will go back up to level 5. But first it's probably just gonna fill those up again. So actually never mind that. We will need a few more seeds, get the other ones running too. But notice that this is just enough to actually generate energy. As you can see here, we got 270 forge energy, and it's very quickly filling up. This isn't even in the maximum performance right now. It can go here if we could put a large cogwheel into a smaller one and increase the RPM button this way and make this produce even more energy as it already is. Right now, this is all we need for this system over here, which I'm not gonna explain right now. You may notice that this is just using multiple pumps, stuff like that. That is because otherwise this is not going to have enough water power itself in passive mode. The reason this is important is because otherwise we would need another generator which reactivates the machine once we got new seeds. But right now, this, even if it runs out of seed oil and stuff like this, it will still be able to run. And now it won't be enough to actually generate energy, but it still will be able to run, meaning you just need to put down some more seeds and this will actually operate normally once again. Any seed time is getting converted to seed oil. This seed oil is gonna fuel the blaze burners, and those blaze burners are keeping the boilers alive. And this water right here is just enough to, whatever the status of the boilers is, it's still gonna be enough. Each boiler has its own pump because otherwise it's not gonna get enough water from the pumps over here. This right now is generating 245,000 stress units despite it slowly dying out. And I'm actually gonna wait a little bit until it has fully died out, hasn't run out of fuel, and it's still creating a lot of stress units. So if it's not for Forge Energy, you still have a lot of room to plug in a bunch of machines to this shit. Not only will it still be able, but beside that, it still will be able to power a lot of create machines. Simply because of this boiler still being at level 8, it's still going to produce an RPM of 64. Meaning this right here is still generating energy despite those 4 engines basically not generating enough speed. And now this has dropped to 48 RPM at 102 stress units. Let's check right now. It's no longer generating enough, but it did for a moment, because right now it's not even fast enough to update the display board. Basically what happened is it dropped to 16 RPM and it just has enough to keep itself alive. So here all of the boilers are set to passive, and this gives us a total stress capacity of 12,000. Now this may not be enough to power any machines, but this is still using stress somehow. We could deactivate it now it has more stress capacity left, as you can see here, but we don't need it to. It's still going to run this part right here. Now in order to revive this machine, let's just get ourselves some seed. Like this right here is gonna be enough to keep this thing alive for a very long time. And it also looks very dramatic as it starts pressing those down. You have to admit that it looks very dramatic as it starts pressing these. You can see the oil buffer going up. That means it's now gonna start feeding all of the spoilers with oil. And just like that, it's back to 200,000 or something like that. And this isn't even the full performance, those are still in passive mode. In order to get the maximum performance, we will have to just jump down a lot of seeds. Now you can see those 2 chests being full. This is very important because as soon as those 2 chests are full, those are gonna stay here and it's gonna use more of the presses available. And this means that more oil is getting produced, meaning the buffer right here is gonna stay full for quite a long while. This means those burners right here are getting more and more powered as they get more fuel. That means those boilers right here are also gonna get into boiler status level 1 anytime soon. So in theory you could have a lot of seed farms which are automated and just dump all of the seeds you get from there into here. Not only you get rid of all the seeds you don't need, but also generate a lot of energy in the meanwhile. So this is very useful in a survival environment. However, it is quite expensive considering those alternators. They take a lot of time to craft. The capacitors look easy and all of that stuff, right? But those right here, those alternators, they do require a lot of work and time to craft. Here you can see it starting to slowly but surely utilize all of the seeds available, as those SC1 and SC2, which are the chests right here, which are basically all the seeds which don't have get picked up by the presses, are slowly running out too. That means all of the presses are getting seeds and they're using all the seeds they can get. Which means the prices are right now on max performance, and that means the boilers are soon to follow as this is filling up. This now has jumped up to 294, that means those boilers are now at level 8. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, it's not gonna jump from like 0 to 1 or something like that, it just jumps straight up to level 8. For some weird reason. And it's gonna stay at this level for quite a while because those are going to get filled up. So yeah, at a maximum performance, this generates 294,912 stress units. And you have to remember, this is just running off of seeds. And now, this may not sound all too impressive considering we are using 6 boilers for this, but still, we are just running this from seeds. So don't expect too much from this. Now there's still something better than seeds, than seed oil, and that is bioethanol. Now in theory, this is gonna burn this a lot more than whatever the boilers are doing, and much longer. But bioethanol is a little bit more complicated to craft, as this requires biomass, cinder flour, sugar, and biomass requires seed oil and an already heated blaze burner. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit complicated for this. This is gonna be a little bit more complicated. But in theory it is totally possible, and I will probably make a design for bioethanol generator too in the future. But for now I'm just gonna stick with seed oil, because this is what I'm gonna place down into the survival world as I play on there. And I don't think I will have all of the materials required for bioethanol right at the beginning. Now I won't have all of the materials required for this spoiler too, but we will get. But for now we should start with water weirds, and the water weirds are gonna start the boilers once I get this far. As you can see here, I also have like a refined starch set up right now. With a TARDIS docking station, yes, I also play with the TARDIS mod because I think it's cool. I'm not a nerd, I just think it's cool. And this is currently, the refined starch is currently powered by the seed oil engine. It's using 86 forge energy per tick, and the singular kinetic alternator is using 45 forge energy. It's generating 45 forge energy per tick. Just a single one of those. So those two are already enough to power this thing right here. And I have planned that as the longer I play on the world, the more and more I'm gonna have this all filled up. Right now those are just gonna stay empty, and empty disk drives are not gonna use any energy. As you can see right here, it's only the 4 disk drives which are being used, which are using up the energy. And even if I have this all filled up, this thing right here is still gonna produce enough energy for refined storage. And if that is not the case, we will still be able to build down and we will still be able to design a bioethanol generator. So yeah, this is gonna be a series, and I'm gonna plan on building all of this stuff right here, as you can see. And my next video is probably just gonna be the crate crafting setup, so nothing too special. But basically I will just design layouts for crate crafting utilities such as crunching wheels and stuff like that. And that's basically gonna be it. I'm also gonna have another one which is gonna be hooked up with the refined storage, so we can set up crafting recipes like that, which are then going to automatically craft some stuff up for us. So yeah, look forward to the rest of the playlist, and I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.